Welcome to my YouTube channel again, a place where we look at HR issues. And please, I will beg and appeal that you subscribe to this YouTube channel and share it with your colleagues who are in HR so that they will learn as much as possible that will help them to be able to do the things that they need to do in their workplaces and help grow the organization. Even employees will learn a lot from this, apart from the HR people. You learn a lot from it also. So please help us subscribe and share. Today we'll be looking at some of the behaviors, especially those ones that are very, very toxic that we put in place or will make people to do that at the end of the way they affect productivity and also affect the performance and profitability of the organization in the overall. Some of those things is what we'll critically look at today so that we'll avoid them both as managers and they help organization to make as much profit as possible. One of those things is the issue of trying to overwork our employees. I know we believe in so much that if we give them more, if you do, the more they do, the more I will produce more, the more our profit will come. But the more you give people, the more you are reducing their capability to do, the more you are bringing them into the place of fatigue, the more they will not be able to give you all that you need to be done because it's a human body. Once it is overstretched, it tends to go relax and all those things. Find that the people will just be marking time and you think they are working while they are not working. So trying to overlabor people, overwork them is not too good a behavior for any manager to put in the office because it is very, very counterproductive. It decreases productivity and it also decreases the profitability of the organization. Because when people cannot produce, the organization will not make much profit. The second one is trying to put people under high pressure because we believe if you stand on their neck, if you put them under pressure, just be there. That's when you motivate them. So you are giving people targets that is not realistic, that is not achievable, that you know that cannot. And so we think that the more we put them under the more we put them under pressure, the more we make them to work harder, and then productivity will increase, and then we'll have a better result. It is not so. If you put people under pressure, you will be pushing them under extensive stress, and those stress are not too good for the place of work because it will lead to more mistakes being made, and once more mistakes are made, you find that the productivity will not be good because most of the products you are going to get out will have the default or debris or whatever, depending on what you're producing. And once that happened, it will become counterproductive. And so, because you're going to have many returns, rejected products, at the end of the day, you find that the profit you are pushing for is not there. So, we are advocating that don't push people into so much pressure, don't put so much pressure on people to the place of putting them under undue pressure that will lead to unholy stress that will affect their productivity and indirectly affect your profitability as an organization. So let's give them that push. We're not saying go and sleep and give them a push. We're not saying don't be there to motivate them with a good number of works that they can do. You can say yes, this is achievable as a target for the day or as a target for the week, as a target for the month. But don't give that one that you know that even if you put 20 people together, that they will not be able to achieve it, and you're giving it to one person, it will become counterproductive because once stress sets in, the person will do little or nothing because illnesses, ill health, and other things will come up, and then it becomes counterproductive. Another thing that is the behavior that we put in workplace that also affect our productivity is this culture will have that when people are not doing well or when people make mistakes, we tend to blame, slam, call them names, thinking that once we do it, we'll get them to change and do things right and all those stuff. It doesn't help in the place of work. When you tell a colleague, they may be junior staff or whatever, that this product, if I give it to a monkey will go and sell it better than you. Somebody, you said you went to university, is it all you can do? Look at how many mistakes you have made, and you went to clinical, you are calling yourself an expert. So by the time you do that, what you are doing, you cannot use it to get productivity. You can't use it to get profitability. All we are doing is to create fear in them, create anxiety in them, you know, and these fears and anxiety will lead to more mistakes, more unproductivity. It will make them to get do things wrong because out of fear the person will want to impress you and the person end up not impressing you because the person will, how can I do this, how will this person feel, instead of the person feeling free to do the job the way it's supposed to be done, the person is doing it out of fear and under duress because the person does not want to incur your wrath. You find that it is very, very counterproductive. It doesn't increase productivity, neither does it increase the profitability of any organization in any way. So I'm not saying when people make mistakes, you should not correct them, but please don't slam, don't keep based on the blame of yesterday, blame of day before yesterday, attacking their personality because of one mistake at job that they have done or even two. Please, let's try to motivate them better, speak positive words. You have made mistake, but I know with your kind of caliber, with the kind of intellect you have, with the kind of ability you have, these things is just, it cannot happen again with kind of person that you are. And I hope you do better. The person will take it more than when you try to demean them in any form in the name of trying to blame and do counterproductive corrections. So that culture of blaming and slamming people or shaming them because they have made mistake, it doesn't work for productivity. Then when we micromanage our employees by trying to excessively control them, you want to be on their face, you want to, you are the unknowing of everything, you are just there, you want to scrutinize whatever work they're doing, you are just there, you don't give them the breathing space, they can't do things on their own, it's as if they know nothing, as if you are the all-knowing, it has to be your way. That way you're doing that, you are micromanaging people, and you're not managing them very, very well, or you're just micromanaging them in a way that it is not very good. So please, let's not be all that controlling on people. Let's not be all that too much of somebody that want to scrutinize everything. Some things you see it and you look the other way, not because this is, but I'm not saying look the other way in such a way that things will go very, very bad. Look and see and then correct. There are certain things that you don't need to put your mouth that somebody is correcting somebody, you are coming to say that's not the way we correct it in this place. Allow the person to correct the person who is working with. Yes, it's, yeah. Or somebody has just taken a position, say when I was there, this is how we do it. When I was at that level, this is how. We are not even allowing the person to do what the person is supposed to do at his own time and then learn and then that way you will not be doing. You're only going to be making the person to be more stressful. You're going to be decreasing the motivation the person has. Even if you have promoted a person, give them free hand to run the position you have given to them. Give them free hand to do their job. Come in and do your supervisory role, but not that domineering, controlling role that we do in our places of work. Uh, Another thing also that decreases our productivity and profitability as an organization is when we try to create a unnecessary competition among our employees. So we'll try to pit them against each other in places of work, trying to say whatever. I know all those things that we do, that we try to pitch them. Your work is not good, your work is good. Go and learn from other person. Do and this. So that unhealthy competition comes in. You see people cutting each other's throat. You see less of collaboration where there should be collaborations among them. Everybody is running an individual race instead of a team race. Even when they will see where they will put a helping hand to help the other person succeed, so the organization will succeed, they see it as if I help that person will succeed more than me. So they don't want to put a helping hand. So it becomes self, not ours, not teamwork. So at the end of the day, it is the organization that will suffer, and it is the productivity of the people that will suffer, and the organization will suffer because they will lose a lot that's supposed to have been produced for them, and most of the profit that they're supposed to have made, they won't get it because everybody's on a lone race without looking out for the organization. Everybody's looking out for themselves. What meanwhile we're supposed to be a team as a people in an organization. There is not supposed to be it's just like a body. The leg cannot function without the body is not complete without the leg. The body is not complete without the hand. The body is not complete without the ear or the eyes. If you take example, you want to have your bath, the hand will wash, the leg will walk out of the bedroom, the eye will see, the ear will hear, all those things. So when you begin to do it alone, you find out that you cannot. If the leg say, I don't need the eye, I want to walk I want to walk through Third Mainland to Ikoyi, he cannot, because he need the eye to see. So we need each other to see. Let's not create unnecessary rivalry, pit our people against each other. Once we do, we'll have less of collaboration, and things will not go well in our organization, and people will not be able to produce as much as we need them to produce. Neither will we be able as an organization to make as much profit that will need to be able to get things done in our different organizations. So I hope with these little things that are put in place, you have learned not to kind of overwork your people, not to put high pressure on them in terms of the job you have assigned to them, not to have the culture of blaming and shaming of people for mistakes they have done, not to micromanage the people that have been given to you as employees in such a way that they will not be able to work. Neither will you want to put up unnecessary competition, pitting each other and your employees against each other and making them run a lone race instead of working as a team. If we're able to do it, we'll have a great place to work, and organization will have great profits to make. Thank you for having me today. Well, next time we'll have another topic to look at, and I plead with you again today that you should please share this video and subscribe, and God bless you. Thank you.